Can you do a slip landing in an RC plane? Have you ever wondered if you can perform a slip landing with a remote control airplane? Well, the answer is yes, and it is a technique that can really help you during landings. A slip landing is especially useful for controlling your descent rate and managing tricky crosswind conditions. So, what exactly is a slip? It is a maneuver where the airplane is flown with its fuselage angled relative to the flight path. This increases drag, allowing for a steeper descent without gaining speed. In remote control flying, you execute a slip by applying full rudder in one direction while using opposite aileron to keep the wings level. This causes the airplane to fly sideways, which helps you lose altitude quickly or adjust your glide path. There are two main types of slips you might use when landing an RC airplane. The first is called a forward slip. This technique is great for descending steeply without increasing your speed or for losing excess altitude on your final approach. To perform a forward slip, hold full rudder in one direction and use opposite aileron to keep the wings level. This way, the fuselage is angled into the wind. It is particularly helpful when you find yourself too high on approach or need to clear obstacles near the runway. As you get closer to the ground, you will stop the slip and flare for a smooth touchdown. The second type is called a crosswind slip or side slip. This is used when landing in windy conditions. You will bank the airplane into the wind with aileron while applying opposite rudder to keep the nose pointed down the runway. This helps prevent the airplane from drifting off course and ensures a safe landing, often touching down on the upwind wheel first. Performing slips in remote control planes does requiring practice. The control inputs are different from normal straight flight. You need to fully apply the rudder in one direction and use the aileron to counteract the natural tendency to turn. Managing your altitude or descent rate during the slip involves careful control of the elevator and throttle. It is best to start with moderate throttle and gentle bank angles of about 30 to 60 degrees until you feel more confident. Slips are particularly useful in remote control flying for several reasons. They allow you to manage steep approaches without increasing speed. They also help you adjust your glide path precisely when landing in tight spaces or areas with obstacles. Finally, they are essential for safely handling crosswind landings, keeping your airplane aligned with the runway. In summary, slip landings are not only possible but also practical for remote control airplanes. Mastering this technique will improve your landing control and safety, especially in challenging wind conditions or when you need to manage your altitude on final approach. Practice is key to integrating slips into your landing routine effectively.